All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Welcome to CWC's F2 race in Austria. I am finally reunited with Kollaa for this race. It's been a little while, but
Yeah.
back in
Well,
business for the pretty chaotic Austria. We've got a few new guys. Mercedes is on his second race with us. He had an epic race with Sealas and Brandon Glover last week. Brandon winning out on that battle via a bit of a controversial tap, but they made up. We've got SSR Young Screw and who's the other one? Where's the other one? Sweeney's.
yeah.
He's also an SSR driver, so we got a couple of SSR drivers joining us due to a little partnership that we got going on. Hopefully that's going to benefit season 3. I certainly hope it does.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll see how that goes. So Kollaa enjoyed an Austrian race yesterday. We have a victor. Well, yeah.
On turn 2, as people say, is a straight after turn 1. He just binned it down the straight.
Interesting.
Sorry.
Yellows in sector 1, 2, and 3. Interesting. Vittins broke the game there by the looks of it. So yeah, we already have one car out.
This is going to be the first one to set a lap. It's going to be the benchmark for this qualifying on the ult shots.
Who do you reckon's the first one? Sorry, what we got? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Ninja. 104.8. What was the pole for F3?
104.3 by yours truly.
104.3 by yours truly. Holy hot dog. 105.4. See what we got fitted. So best.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, Brandon matching the.
Okay.
I think that's actually exactly the same as the.
Okay, so we have Brandon matching F3's pole time in the first run out.
Yeah, I think that I'm pretty.
So we're definitely gonna see. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see 103s. Out here today. How did you end up doing a 1-stop or 2-stop? I suppose the rain might have changed that, but what happened yesterday?
You could do a 1-stop ultra to soft. That's a holy hot dog, and ooh, Jordan and hot dog have come together. I think at turn 5. I think that is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if you just go.
Well, hot dog appears to be alive still.
Yeah, if you go on the SSR Legend car right now, you just at the end of the straight, there's a half a nerve wall. I just disappeared on it, and that's interesting.
Wow.
But, talking about strategy, yeah, ultra soft to softs, super soft to soft. If your tyre wear isn't brilliant around here, but I think it's doable. Ultra softs last about 13 laps. That's what I took them to, and I think super softs can last about 15, 16 laps. So it'll be interesting to see what they prioritise.
Yeah, we see a big mix-up in strategy across. We have done across the 3 leagues. We've seen lots of variations of things. People managing to do, you know, a lot of different strategies. So it'll be interesting to see how close. Yeah, like so you can. Yeah, I find it a relatively easy 1-stop. I think I managed to do it from ultras to softs. The last time I raced here. But I'm generally okay on tyres, so Sweeney's wants to make sure he gets out of the way of Mercedes, which he does. I'm interested to see how close Mercedes is able to get to Brandon. Been really impressed with Mercedes. Had an epic first race. He's not raced in a while. Done league racing in a while. Appears to be enjoying it from what he said last week. It turns out he was actually in a league with Brandon a long time ago.
Yeah. The other 562, well, what is that? Finishes the car then when I was past. I think Metz is going to set a lap now on the soft tyres. I mean, not a brilliant lap, I don't think. I think we need like the 5s, maybe on the 6.
Yeah, 106.2. It's a little bit off the pace there. He is on the softs, but it's not brilliant pace. Mercedes about to cross the line. He goes P2, 104.8. He is on the softs though. He's on the set that on a soft. That's a solid lap.
brilliant lap.
from Mercedes there. That's going to have Brandon shaking a little bit, I think. Only 5/10 off, Brandon being on the softest compound available in Austria. So it's a really good lap.
There's going to be a 2 Metzer just getting away. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the ones to watch this race today, because lots of fast people here today. So many people who could get on the podium. Ninja's overstaying a bit, but yeah, like France, Mercedes showing his colours where he can win and battle against the top guys like Brandon and CXY. I was interested to see Westy. He's been quite quiet.
Yeah, Westy's always he's always kind of there on the periphery. Westy. There's a lot of people. It's quite awkward to kind of slow down, especially in the second and third sector.
Yeah, I think Metzer's run out of fuel, maybe. Let's see.
He's going very slow.
Yeah, he's
Sealas sets a fastest time of a 1:04.2. That is on the ultras. So he's got a fastest time of 1:04.2. Now Dane, he didn't do as well last week, but he's recently turned all assists off. And still did reasonably well. Yeah, he still did reasonably well last week. It does look like Metzer's run out of fuel.
Yeah.
Going incredibly slow there. Not heard what the weather could possibly be.
Leroy setting a 1:08.64 lap on those softs, which is first
interesting,
like proper lap on them. So maybe corner cutting's gonna be an issue for him, as he the first lap, but invalid laps he set on them. That's 4 laps he's done on them. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he can handle the track limits, which I didn't really do well yesterday, getting 6 seconds of time penalties. I think that's going to be a factor that's going to come in today, is time penalties.
Absolutely.
Lots of this is going to be jumping out on today.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how some drivers take the... I see so many people messing up on the pit entry as well. Especially when you're battling with another car. Sometimes it can look like someone's going into the pits and then swing back out again once they come out the other side. It can be quite an awkward, because that pit entry actually starts second to last corner, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is really annoying, because to enter the pits you have to kind of park the car on the apex, which is very annoying.
Yeah.
And the pit exit is quite stupid as well. Literally a 90-degree turn, trying to avoid the walls. Lots of people in the pits at the moment. Russell's going to come out now. I think in quali France he didn't actually set a lap. I think he invalidated the last lap. He's one of those guys that's he waits till the last second to set one lap in. I know he did it in season 1 quite a lot, and France he did it as well. Quite risky. I don't see why people do that though.
No.
In my opinion, it's quite silly.
We got Young Screw in his first race, goes P7 on the super softs.
Yeah. Good lap.
1:05.1, not a bad lap from Young Screw there. Dane Star set at 1:05.2. That is on the softs though. He's still getting used to the whole non-assists business. I think he ended up grabbing a P4 last week, which isn't bad going for turning your assists off, so fair play.
I just saw West. He set a 1:04.2, but it was invalidated. So that's
is he going to go for another pop? He's on the soft, so he can if he wanted to. He's got full ERS already. Well, I suppose he saved it up. So he might well go for another pop here. He can do on the softs.
Russell's just going to the pits, walking up to try and slow down his car.
Yeah, so Russell's on a new wheel, from what I last heard.
Good. So, you know, that now. It's going to be a brilliant lap for him. Invalidated.
Also invalidated. He's still got enough ERS. He's still leaving it pumped up, so he could well be... Oh no, he's just turned it all the way down. He might have even invalidated on lap 1 there for his second run. So easy to do, just running slightly wide into turn 1. So Ninja, what's
Oh,
happened to
down the
Ninja?
straight. Turn 1, I think it was. He was just in the wall. He's been at not a stranger to DNF this season. I think he's had 5.
He's had a few, yeah. He has had a few DNFs, unfortunately.
I'm going to ride on board with CLAS and see if he can improve on that provisional pole time at the moment. See, takes home very nice. Let's comment.
So we just had, it does look like there was a collision between Jorrit and Hot Dog. Stuff going on in the chat. Hot Dog straight away owning up to that situation, which is always nice to see. Admittedly, Jorrit's not best pleased, but satisfied that Hot Dog's apologised. We always encourage people apologising if they've messed up, so that's good to see. So we currently have, we've got 5 minutes left. We currently have CLAS out on top with Brandon Glover just behind. Oh, CLAS just set a fastest time on the Ultras of a 103.9. Fantastic lap from CLAS. Brandon currently sits in second. He looks like he's on an out lap, but he's got a fuel symbol going on, so I don't know. I don't quite know what's going on there, but he doesn't have a lot of time left. S-Boy also on his out lap by the looks of things. Mercedes is still in the pits, possibly ready to come out. Hot Dog's on his way out. Dane Star's on his out lap with his teammate Midnight just in front. Metz is in the pits, Leo's in the pits. So we still have quite a few guys. Sweeney, Legende, Spud, Westy and Rustland all still in need of a time setting, so we're going to have a bit of a cluster of drivers here at the end. That's CLAS on his way in after just posting that time. Brandon's also come in, so something either went wrong or he's decided to switch up strategy potentially. S-Boy's still in. There's Mercedes on his out lap. Hot Dog, Young, Screw all on their out lap. Dane's he's on his lap by the looks of things. He's set in ERS mode 4. No, sorry, it's definitely is. Oh, is it his out lap? Yeah, that was he just on his out lap? Can't quite tell what's gone on there. He looks like he's going for it, but he's still in mode 4. Midnight also looking like he's on his lap. We got the top 3 guys in the pits at the moment. This is Mercedes about to cross the line and start his lap, I believe. Yeah, he's just starting his lap. Top 3 guys currently in the pits. Brandon's not set a time since his original first lap. S-Boy's just gone out. It's a really good effort from him so far, sitting in 3rd. Hot Dog is on his lap. We got Yellows in sector 1. It's all good. We got quite a lot of people trying to sort some stuff out here. Midnight goes P4. Dane was just behind him somewhere, who goes P7. So it's an improvement. So they're going to be starting on the super softs. Interesting. Holy Hot Dog disqualified from the session for going the wrong way. Interesting. I've not seen that one before.
Right, then that's interesting. So he'll be fighting that.
So we've got Mercedes. He's about to cross the line for his. Oh, getting a little bit slidey around the final corner. Where's he going to turn out? He only jumps up 1. It's on the super soft though. Yeah, so that Midnight's time's really good as well. Oh, Westy. He's on the Ultras with a 103.8.
But you do have to take into consideration they're 2 lap old Ultras now.
Yeah.
So, and by the end of when you do the one stop, even on like fresh ultras, the end of the softs are really
Absolutely,
not
yeah.
great on. But just see the gap with S-Boy and Mercedes. There's, I think
Nothing.
10,000.
Yeah, nothing.
And
that's a brilliant lap.
So
Silas is back out, so he could well definitely challenge Westy's time there. He's on the ultras still. Brandon's just come out.
Yeah,
so
Russell is gonna get that slipstream off into the car.
Brandon is gonna have to seriously get himself around this track. He's left it quite late, so he can't hang around.
Yeah, that turn 3 is very tricky to.
That's S-Boy coming on the final corner. S-Boy is on the ultra still, so he's also committed to an ultra, and he's. Oh no, that's just him starting. Sorry, that's just him starting. Midnight's just retired. He just put in his final lap.
Westy retires as well. Westwood and Rusland. Rusland's on a lap as Westwood.
Legende. Yeah, Legende is about to cross the line.
Let's see what he can set.
He's crossed the line.
Very good lap. Ooh, only put him 10th.
Russell with a 105. Legende's just started his lap. Ooh, Sweeney's going sideways.
Just caught that.
So we got a few guys still on their lap. There's only one guy in the pits at the moment. We have a few guys obviously retiring already. We're Spud, Legende and Sweeney's. They're under some pressure because they have not set any time yet.
S-Boy's gonna come around. Oh, he's 1,000th down on his second 3 times and 4.4.
And he doesn't move.
S-Boy puts himself into 3rd. Brandon's on a lap, I think. Oh, who is that?
Brandon. Oh, Taze Leroy jumps into 3rd with a 104.0. Legende jumps into 4th with a 104.2. Brandon Glover. Oh, he's gone wide.
Is that going to be an invalidation?
He looks like he's still going for it. Oh, that moved. That moved. He got 4th. He got 4th. Wow.
Yeah, Dave just said he has a DRS failure, so he's going to be not too chuffed about that.
Oh, interesting. That the top half of this F2 league is definitely mixing it up as the season goes on. So we got Westy. I believe Westy, that's his first pole in season 2. So fair play with a 103.8. He takes pole. Silas just behind him. P2. Taze Leroy taking his first top 3 in quali, I think, this season. Brandon Glover, the guy you usually see at the top, is P4. Legende P5. S-Boy P6. Mercedes, impressive start last week, is P7. Weirspud P8. Midnight P9. And someone else is in P10. I missed that one.
Ninja
P10. Really interesting. That's a very unpredictable grid.
The top 10 separated by a second, which is mental. I think the top 6 are on all shots, and then
it is worthy. It is notable to point out that I think after P4, did we have then some soft tyres, some super softs and softs. Midnight was on super softs. We had a few guys then.
Midnight super softs, Danestar super softs, Young Screw super softs, Rusland super softs. Everyone else on ultras. I didn't see the other 4, but so many people on ultras, and it's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna happen because lots of people are gonna be on ultras and they're gonna be caught on the same lap. Some people might get held up in the pits. They might get caught up in traffic after the pit, so maybe the super soft runners could cause the overcut and overtaking the pit maybe. But I really don't know what's the ultimate strategy today.
I have no clue either. Sorry for the guys in the chat. Hello, Ivan. Welcome. Yeah, yesterday's race was pretty interesting. Definitely go and check that out from F3 Watkins evening, driving home with you coming through my AUX. I'm glad you like us enough to be blasting through your stereo system there. Ideal. Dane has a DRS failure. Interesting. Yeah, Dane's put no DRS. So he set his time without DRS. Let's just have a look at what tyres we've got going on. So yeah, the top 6 are all on ultras, with Mercedes then on supers. So Mercedes was really actually close to those top boys' time. I think if he was to do an ultra time, he would have been right up there, as well as Midnight. He's also on the super softs. Dane's on the super softs. So the top 10 is between, we've got 3 guys on super softs. Then we got young Screw, new guy.
Westy just binned it onto the grass for some reason. Did a bit of a Max Verstappen, nearly spun it on formation. But this can be, I think this can be one of the best races of season 2 in the F2 league. It's gonna be, as we saw from qualifying.
It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Give me a top 3. I genuinely don't really know, but give me a top 3.
I'm gonna go first. I think Westy as the first.
Interesting.
Second, Westy. Brandon. And third, I'm gonna go Mercedes. It's gonna be a Westy, Brandon, Mercedes, top 3.
You've heard it. Kollaa loves his predictions. He's never wrong.
Yeah, never.
Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 lights, 5 lights, and the awkward pause before we get going. And are they gonna go yet? Are they gonna go yet? Are they gonna go yet?
Bloody hell!
There we go. Jesus, and we're away. Ooh. Everyone looks like they get a pretty solid start. Westy had a good start. Oh,
a Ferrari. What's that happened?
Oh, so we got a Mercedes. We've got a Mercedes.
Oh, that's a massive pilot.
That's Spud. That looks like it was Spud.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened to Spud. He might have been Dick. Victor is out of the race. Dainstar's got a 5-place stop go for corner cutting. I would imagine.
I think that was overtaken under the yellow flag that. Westwood.
I would imagine he was trying to avoid something.
Ooh,
so that's left Victor already. Is he DNS'd? Is he? Oh, sorry. Is he DNF'd? He has, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Westy's lagging for me. Bloody hell! I thought he would just binned it, but Brandon Glover.
He appeared to lag for me at the start as well. Yeah, he did appear to lag on my screen at the start of the race. I thought he got clipped. But he was just lagging. So the top guys, there's not much changed at the top.
No.
Let's see if we can get position change here. So Brandon and Legende have moved up 1. Leroy's moved down 2. S-Boy's just got himself past Mercedes.
Bloody hell. So the 3-car battle. Oh, Mercedes gonna go on the outside of S-Boy into turn 3.
Oh, S-Boy coming back. Little dink there.
Yeah.
These guys need to be careful.
There's 4 drivers behind them as well, so there's about 6 drivers.
Oh, these guys getting very close. This is a dodgy corner. A little lock up from S-Boy. He makes it around. Oh, bloody hell, Midnight. Came out of nowhere there.
Look
at these. Jesus. So, yeah. Got a little bit of a 5-car battle going here. S-Boy's pulled away ever so slightly. Mercedes and Midnight at the moment going at each other.
Yeah, Dainstar's in the background as well.
Ninja just behind. Ninja's going for a move into the... Oh, no.
Yeah, he's hit Mercedes off.
Mercedes.
That is... Oh, no.
That's very unlucky for Mercedes. Yeah, he looked like Mercedes tried to adjust and ended up kind of pinging off the other way. That's one for the stewards from Ninja there.
But this is the lap that's gonna cause lots of battles now. DRS is enabled. The top 5 and the second of all each other. So lots of those taking West is going to be under attack from the SR and Brandon because he has no DRS. It's gonna be interesting battle for the
No,
lead.
these top 5 guys remaining pretty close to each other. Then we got a 3-second gap towards the next sort of cluster, which is minus a Mercedes at the moment, who arguably should still be there. However, he is on a different strategy,
Yeah,
being on those super softs, so he might be able to capitalise later on in the race. But he's got a few cars to get past now, which is going to prove difficult. Dane and Midnight, I've been very impressed with these two guys. They've been working well. Ninja's in the pits. He must have got a bit of wing damage then, maybe, from that clip. Yeah, there's a wing there.
No. That's gonna...
Well, that kind of counteracts, I guess, what he did to Mercedes a little bit. He's ended up losing out more.
Yeah, definitely. And Mercedes has overtaken him, which is quite ironic, but...
Yeah.
But these top 5 guys...
Top 5 really close. They're all within DRS range of each other. So Westy could potentially lose out. The only other thing is you do get that kind of double slipstream effect, which can be negative sometimes.
He does seem to be holding his own ground though, because Brandon is on the back of Sealas, and they might be having a little battle, so Wesley might capitalise on not having this DRS and trying to pull away.
That is true, yeah. I mean, you do get a little bit of a dirty air effect in this game, so Westy might be able to kind of hold his own. He certainly is at the moment. Sealas should be more worried about Brandon just behind him rather than catching Westy at this point, because he's right behind. Midnight in the pits on the super soft. So he's got a wing change as well.
Wing change, yeah.
I wonder what happened there.
Bit of a turn of event moment. Leroy and Legend still side
by side with each other.
Who's gonna have the bigger balls?
Oh, very close. Leroy, yeah, fair play. Fair play. There is opportunity for a switchback at that corner, but
they've taken F-Boy on the super soft, so he's up in
interesting. Yeah, those ultras are already going to be fairly close to not lasting too much longer. Watkins says, "Is there any rain?" I've not heard that there's any rain for this race. It looks pretty clear.
That would be a mix-up, which would be quite nice.
Westy's already picked himself up a 3-second time penalty. Now that's the danger. In Austria, it's quite easy to pick up time penalties here. He's coming up to turn 1 right now. Turn 1's difficult. Jorrit has also picked up a time penalty. Westy is looking a little bit twitchy. He's got some connection issues at the moment. Ruslan gets past Jorrit.
These 4 cars with second difference, all within a train of each other. It's gonna be... might help Danestar try and catch up to them a little bit, because they've got this clean air, but obviously don't have DRS.
So Mercedes is catching up to the group of Ruslan. Who's that?
Oh, Worspud.
Worspud's DNF. What has happened to Worspud? Worspud also does enjoy a DNF from time to time. That's an interesting place to go out.
No clue where that is.
It was after the hairpin. Just after the hairpin. I don't know if he was involved with someone. Watkins, well, that was a fun drive home. Listen to this. I was stopped at red lights when you were counting down the 5 red lights. Felt like I was on the grid. Yeah, those lights though took ages to for the cars to get off the line. S-Boy picks up a 3-second time penalty. So Mercedes is kind of on a comeback battle at the moment, catching up to this little group cluster in front of him. He's going to feel a little bit hard done by, which is such a shame because he had such a positive race last week. So hopefully he's able to still bag himself some good points today. Ruslan with a big lockup. We got the 2 Renaults holding 7th and 8th at the moment. Dane doing well on his no assist. Sealas picking up a 3-second time penalty, so that kind of counteracts Westy picking himself up 3 seconds a couple of laps ago. As we're saying, Danestar doing quite well, switching to no assists. We got still a big battle going on here for sort of second, third, and fourth. Brandon and Silas trying to get around each other. These two very evenly matched. They had a bit of a battle last week as well. Silas going defensive, but has to give a bit of room to Brandon. Brandon's now on the inside. Silas needs to be careful to not make any mistakes, but Leroy is taking advantage of Silas's wide entry to that corner, but Silas comes back, just about pips Leroy, but Leroy's not gonna give up on this attack here. Leroy very aggressive into that corner. Silas has to give it up. Young Screw picking up, I think I'm saying that right, I don't know, picking up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Sorry, I went for a water break.
Yeah, it's been chopping and changing between these sort of top 5 guys. Leroy's taken advantage and managed to get back past Silas again after Silas went wide with Brandon. Leroy looking to grab some good points today. Westy's still maintaining a good lead. He's not allowed Brandon to get any closer. But Westy's definitely got some connection issues. Every time I look at Brandon, Westy's either got the X on his thing or...
He does have the red bars there.
Yeah, he does have some red bars going on. Yeah, Russell and Jorit still having a good little scrap. Slightly further down, Mercedes looks like he's pitted. He's done his pit stop. Because he was catching up to that sort of Metzer group. So he's on the soft, so he's going to be set for the rest of this race now, hopefully. Ninja with a 3-second.
Ooh. Brandon has closed the gap to Westy right now.
Westy looks like he made a little mistake there, and that's Westy's. Brandon's right on the back. Westy's definitely skipping around a bit, so that's going to make it a little bit awkward for Brandon.
I'm just going to run a board, see where these other 5 guys want you run a board without battle.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than following a driver. Holy hot dog.
Having a bit of a, I don't know, he's slowed down quite a bit, and no, doesn't seem he has any damage or punctures.
Oh, Brandon gets a 3-second time penalty as well.
Off the race.
Yeah, I know. I think Silas has got one, and Westy's got one. Yeah, it's worse than there's nothing worse than trying to get round a car who's having some connection issues.
Yeah, Brandon's gonna have a little sneak on the outside.
Switch back. Yeah, Westy's gone wide. Westy's gone very wide. See you later. See you later. He's gone straight from 1st to 5th. That's how close those top guys were. So yeah, that's Brandon's out up on top now. That's going to allow Brandon some breathing space and the worry of not having a glitchy car in front of him. There's nothing worse than that.
See that's going to try and go around the outside of the penultimate corner. Maybe can't make a mistake. Very, very good decision there.
He's in the pits. He's coming in the pits.
These top 3 guys.
So that's Silas in. Not bad. Them doing a decent amount of distance on these ultra softs. These guys.
And one to watch, Danestar. He's got himself up before.
Yeah, Danestar on that different strategy. Wouldn't it be interesting to see if he's able to capitalise? I wonder what
Ninja.
his... Oh, what's happened to Ninja? Where's that? Oh, he's there. Oh, also an interesting place to DNF, that's for sure.
I have watched some of his videos on his YouTube channel, and he does quite often rage quit, so maybe that's what's happened there. There was a bit of gravel case up, so maybe he's just gave up. He
Possibly.
hasn't had the best of racing.
No, he's not. He certainly hasn't.
He's had the Kollaa effect where he die every race. But
so Jorit and Rustlin still having a good little scrap in 6th and 7th. So those guys are in the softs.
And Brandon on the pits. So let's see here.
Top 3. Who's got the better? So that puts Dane out in the lead. Westy's coming round the 2nd to last corner now.
Yeah, it's gonna be Brandon's just coming out of the pits now.
Yes, Westy's lost out.
Westy gonna jump him?
He might jump Leroy. No,
Wait.
he won't jump Leroy. Westy's way back. So Westy...
Wait. Was Silas behind Westy when they were both went into pits?
Yes.
Because when
No.
Westy had the little hit...
No. Yeah, no,
Silas?
Silas ended up getting round. I don't know if Silas had a wing change or something. He might have even had a strange stop-go.
Westy's having a little bit of a tussle with Leroy right now. He's going to try and go around the outside of this corner. That's very, very brave
On
of
the
him.
curb, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Leave the room, that's close. Oh, Westy using all of the curbs at the moment. He does get a better exit. Taze has gone very defensive. Westy's going to go around the outside. Oh, Westy's gone a little bit. He's done it though. He's done it.
But have DRS.
Leroy's going to have DRS.
Yeah, down this straight and the next straight.
It looks like Westy's had a good enough exit though to defend the first straight.
Oh, bloody hell, he's really hard to...
I think he's made that. He's made that. Yeah. Fair play to Westy. S-Boy and Silas.
Yeah.
Having a little pop at each other here. So we got the top 4 have yet to pit. All on the super softs or softs.
Brandon's built oh wait. Brandon went on the super soft. And so
that is interesting.
They've
both gone on the super softs. Yeah, they must have.
But the interesting thing is, wait, Brandon and SR, they only have like about a 5-6 second gap to Westy.
Well, yeah. This is actually could potentially have put Brandon Glover and Legende in behind Dane now. Because effectively Dane's gonna stop again one more time.
Yeah, exactly.
As is Rusland, as is Jorrit, as is Metzer. They've all got one stop.
Yeah, they haven't stopped yet, the top 4.
No.
So
unless Brandon thinks he can take the super softs to the end at this point.
But to be honest, this pit is probably one of the smallest pits on the calendar. It is really, really short. It's only about 15 seconds pit straight, so you have to try and gain about 10 seconds on while hitting. What happens to Leroy?
Leroy.
And he's coming across. Oh,
I thought he was going to come all the way across then. Yeah. He waits though. He waits, lets the other guys through.
Down with his teammate in a small Rosso, so Westy still could win this race. S-Boy potentially. Silas, but he's doing the 2-stop as well. This strategy is well, I thought they would all go on the 1-stop, but maybe they can't handle
I have no clue what was. I mean, I'm not anyone to question Brandon. I'm sure he knows what he's doing, but at this point,
on the outside of Metzer, not Red Bull.
Metzer not letting him past too easy. Leroy gets a 5-second stop go for speeding, and then he retires. It looked like he made that mistake on his own.
So
these guys getting very close. Brandon giving a little tap there to Metzer. He's got to be careful.
Brandon is very, very far ahead. Oh, that's the leader, my bad. I thought it was a 9-second gap between Brandon and Westy.
Legende also getting past Metzer.
This could be really, really close between Westy and... I really don't know what's going to happen, really.
No, I'm not. Oh, Dane, is that Dane's in the pits? Right, so we got Dane's in the pits. He's putting on another set of supers.
No, he's going to go on to the softs. Wait, what? Why?
On my screen, it's supers.
Why did he go on the supers?
Yeah, for me, it's supers.
Yeah.
You can't do that, can you? 2 sets of supers?
No, you have to use 2 different sets of tires.
So he's gone 16 laps on super softs, you would assume he can do another 16 laps on super softs, so he's already at 32.
Oh, Metz has spun it. Oh,
he's out.
He's
out. Oh no, he's not out. He's not out. He's not out. Sorry. He has done a spud though. Although Spud was further up the road, I'm not quite sure how Spud managed to come off where he did.
This is putting. Oh, I really don't know what Dane's done really.
Neither do I.
Bottled there really. Westy's into a podium position.
I'm not sure.
He's 7 seconds behind Brandon, and Brandon needs to make another stop.
Unless Brandon can do something crazy on his super softs.
Well, Dane's on 16 laps on. Yeah, no, he can't do 20 laps on. Oh, how many laps is that? Maths, GCSE can handle. 23 laps on the supers? Don't think that's.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless see, Brandon's timings were far too close to Westy's to think that Brandon could open up a gap on these super softs now. I think Westy's too quick for Brandon to take advantage of being on a quicker tyre.
Exactly. So when these supers start to die out,
I mean, Brandon needs to open up like 10 seconds now, doesn't he?
Exactly, but
that's Brandon never going to happen.
When Brandon pits, it's going to be like about a 20-second gap for Westy.
Unless, so here's the other thing. I mean, Westy's softs are going to be relatively old by the time Brandon comes in. Is Brandon hoping that those ultras, which I would assume surely you have to go on ultras at the end now. Sector 2.
Sector 2. Oh, it's Hot Dog spinning himself around once again.
Hot Dog having another little spin. Yeah, so I mean, is Brandon thinking, right, I'm going to be ultra softs at the end? He's now 7 seconds.
Rusland and
Sealass. His teammate S-Boy also joining the party at the back. Rusland feeling confident against Sealass. Oh, lock up from S-Boy. Teammates, gotta be careful there. S-Boy's done yeah, Rusland's done a lot of laps on those supers. Yeah, so does Brandon feel like he's going to be rapid at the end of this race?
That's what I mean.
On some ultras. I mean, he's now at 7 seconds. He's got a 7-second gap now. He's going to be like 10 seconds behind when he puts on the ultras, unless he can, open up a bit of a gap now. And Westy's going to be on old softs, and Brandon's going to be on fresh ultras.
Exactly. So SSR Legend and Brandon.
Is that Rusland's in the pits?
That's what also we need to take into consideration is Brandon and SSR Legend are on the same strategy. So when they both pit for the super softs, and they really need to catch up to Westy, they're going to be battling, aren't they? They're going to lose even more time.
Yeah. Now, what's Dane going to have to do here? I feel the only option for Dane is to go to the end on these super softs.
That's risking a puncher.
I can't see any other 17, 18. You have to do 20 laps on super softs.
It's doable.
It is doable. I mean, I think, but he's used super softs twice. So how does that work?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, Metz has just ghosted, so I think he's just turned his console off on this 4 day a day. He already past lap 6, and SR Legend goes on the inside of turn 3 on Brandon. Well, DRS on the straight with Brandon. He's done very well.
Legenda's really picked up his pace this week. He was kind of on the periphery last week. Didn't do anything very special. Just kept his nose clean. But he's found a bit of confidence. Probably one of the quickest over the course of this season so far. Obviously sitting at the top of the table. So yeah, fair play to Legende. So Westy's actually closing the gap though. He's
Yeah, exactly.
taking it back down to 6.
It's just
So
battling between Legend and Brandon. That's really
sector 2
down.
and 3. What's happened there?
Oh, listen to
Anything?
You stalled Dane, Eflin, and Keeler.
Yeah, I see that. And his teammate Midnight's not too far behind.
Yeah. What's happening in sector 2? Oh, bloody hell, there's some absolutely
Oh,
mobbing that car
interesting. News in from D-Boy Dan saying that there is rain at the end of the race.
Yeah, it did. I was about to say, it does look really cloudy. So, ooh,
Interesting. This
that's probably why
this could
Dane's got on the Superstore.
Oh, S-Boy and Silas.
Dane's off.
Bit of a connection there. Danestar's going to take advantage of that error from one of them. I didn't quite see who was at fault. S-Boy went, Silas went on the inside on a switchback, I think, and there was a contact, so Danestar's jumped. So that might be why, yeah, like you said, Danestar's stuck with the super softs, hoping that rain is going to fall before the end of this race, which it looks like it is. Westie's picked up another 3-second time penalty.
9 for him now.
Wow, so this is interesting. We could actually be looking the top 5. Well, I mean, things might not change. Midnight's going to be cutting it fine. Midnight's done 17 laps on those softs. But he should make it for the inters if that happens.
But there is always a risk that it doesn't
Oh,
change.
Silas going on the outside. Dane went defensive.
That was a really
Around the hairpin. Good defending from Dane.
Yeah, Wesley's closing this gap now. But will it rain enough to be full intermediate? Because
there's rain.
Ooh,
there's rain.
A little flash of rain.
Spits of rain. It was on Silas there. Little spits of rain going on. So we should definitely. There's plenty of time. We're only on lap 22 of 36. 14 laps to go. We're already seeing spits of rain. So this could turn into a very wet race at this point. Which
is a really horrible.
Sweeney's with a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, like yesterday, people run really high bars on here. So
drivers like
ideal.
Rusland and Young Screw and Sweeney's and Hot Dog and Metza, all those guys are pitted not long ago.
Yeah, that's not brilliant.
No, that's not what you want. You do not want to see rain falling down just after you've pit. Yeah, so those guys will be kicking themselves, but yeah, this is going to be it's going to be interesting. So that gap for Westy and Brandon remains at just under 6 seconds, so not moving a lot. Let's see if we got some position changes. So Danestar, the biggest winner, or Jorrit, sorry, he's moved up 9 positions after starting, at the back due to that collision. So he's done well. Dane's moved up 7. Brandon Glover and Legende have both moved up 3.
Yeah, Wesley's losing that now. It was a 5.5 now.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's pretty consistent drizzle around the whole track now by the looks of it. So we're gonna, within the next lap or two, we should start seeing, probably give it 2 laps max, I think, by the looks of things. We should start seeing drivers start to come in.
Yeah. Oh, Danestar, see, that's still going at it after 5 laps of this stuff.
Silas manages to get. We got a bit of a pile up of cars here. 4 cars. The 2 Williams on the outside of a Ferrari and a Renault. Dane managing to fend off. We're getting pretty drizzly though now. That track's not gonna be getting any better. S-Boy's gonna be under attack for Midnight. We'll be interested to see if all 4 of these guys, well, everyone starts to think about coming into the pits now. The top 3.
Ooh.
No one's coming. Oh, is that Dane? No. Sector 2. Oh, that's Rusland taking it for a spin. He's not getting on at the moment with his new wheel. since his return. It's not going to help in these wet conditions. I can't imagine you'd really want to learn a new wheel in the rain. We're not seeing... Oh, we got one guy in the pits. Hot Dog, first man into the pits. He has put on a set of inters.
Right.
Midnight and S-Boy having a little scrap. S-Boy winning the hairpin battle just in front. Sealass has managed to get past Dane. Everyone's going pretty tentatively now. Westy's still losing out on more time to Brandon at the moment.
I just did a bit of penalty digging with them, and Dane's still got a 5-second stop go at the start of the race, but he obviously pit, so he might have served it. Westy has 9 seconds of time penalty, so does Sealass. Dane still has none if he starts that stop go.
Sweeney's so just picked a 5-second stop go for speeding. Here we go. So we got some guys in now. All the top guys, everyone's coming in. Everyone's coming in. Mercedes is coming in. We could have some team pile-ups here. We could have some team pile-ups. Like that, you know that, like the PWD boys. Shout out to you guys for causing that bit of drama and piling your cars up. Westy gets so Brandon, Legende, Westy gets out. Dane gets out ahead of Sealass. Did Legende? Oh no, sorry, Legende's in the Sauber. So Dane gets out ahead of Sealass. Did Sealass maybe have a wing change or something? I don't know.
No, he might have got held up because obviously the Ferrari garage is at the start of the pit.
Yeah.
At the end of the pit.
Sector 1.
Sector 1. This is going to be a very, very interesting race right now.
I think that was Hot Dog again. So who's better in the wet then? At the moment as it stands, we've got 10 laps to go. Brandon Glover, the man to beat at the moment, the man on form. He's out at top with a 1.8 second gap over Legende. Hot Dog is not enjoying the rain. That's another spin. He span a couple of times on his exit onto those intermediates, so not a fan of the rain. Legende P2, Westy's in P3, Dane's P4, Sealass is P5, S-Boys P6, Jorrit P7, Midnight P8, Mercedes P9, Ruslan P10. Two newcomers, Young Screw and Sweeney, looking to grab some first points, but they are relatively far back, but have kind of kept their nose clean. Yeah, Westy
podium right now.
Yeah, big time. Dane and Sealass and even S-Boy at this point. I don't know how much S-Boy's picked up.
No, Sealass has 9 second time penalties. Dane still has none if he did that stop go when he pitted.
Which I feel like he would get that removed anyway. If he didn't serve it.
So Wesley, let me have a look at Legend.
So there we go. Holy Hot Dog jumping in. He loves rain, but he hates this track. Fair enough. It's a bit of a Marmite track, Austria. Some people hate it. Some people love it.
Ooh. Wait. What? Ooh. SSR Legend has no penalties, and Brandon does. He has 6 seconds, Brandon.
Interesting. We could see Legende kept his nose clean. He could, he could reap some rewards here from Brandon's mess. Oh, Dane picks up his first penalty. I mean, luckily for him, Westy's got plenty in his bag. So
yeah, I think it's 12 Westy, so he might be losing up. Let's have a look at S-Boys. He has how many? 1, 2. He has his 6.
Hot Dog not happy with his performance in the chat, saying next week should hopefully be better. I hope so too. It did look like Hot Dog was struggling a little bit with this track.
It is Britain next week, and if we go through season 1 Britain, that wasn't very pretty, was it?
No, that's the worst weather. I've never seen that rain replicated.
It is. We were going to have it in the Canada race before the restart. We had the little icon of like a blizzard, and I was going to be like, it's going to be horrible.
Jorrit in Midnight having a little scrap.
in the rain.
Jorik going around the
brilliant.
outside, very going around the outside, very brave stuff. But Midnight not giving up on that position. We got two in a bed, as Mark would say. Be loving it. Oh, Midnight tries to swing around the other side, but seemed to didn't have any traction. Yeah, Mercedes right behind. So Mercedes on a bit of a recovery drive after whatever happened.
Yeah.
At the start. Yeah, Ninja cutting across. Midnight still. These guys too still staying side by side. Oh, Mercedes, and he's got slip on Midnight as well. He's not. Jorit's having a look on the inside, but Jorit needs to slow down. He didn't quite have that, but Mercedes and Midnight.
Yeah, they're going to run away with it
Still
now.
side by side. Oh yeah, Jorit's lost out there. He went in a bit too deep into that hairpin. He couldn't quite make it. Midnight looking for a switchback. It's not there though. Mercedes is on a great recovery drive, picking up P7 at the moment. He's got S-Boy not too far up the road. Mercedes has proven he's quick, so he might be able to make something happen there. Jorit's got a 3-second time penalty.
What's that?
What's going on there? Young Screw. No, those guys aren't close to each other.
What? There's debris outside the two left-handers in the middle sector.
Oh, Jorit goes very wide into the final corner there. Sweeney's has retired from the session. Was the debris something to do with Sweeney's?
No clue.
Cannot see what happened there to Sweeney's. His car's still on. Is his car still on track?
Sector 1.
Oh no. No, I can't see what's happened there.
No clue, boys.
Not sure what happened to Sweeney's. One of the new guys coming in from SSR. I'm sure I'll hear back from these guys. But these Mercedes, Midnight, not quite giving up on the fight. Mercedes, he's still within. Oh, obviously I was going to say still within DRS, but there's no DRS right now. Silas is right on the back of Dane's Star.
Yeah, but
Dane's driving. I'll tell you what, if Dane's rocking no assists, he's doing very well, especially in the wet.
Yeah, bloody hell, he's doing
so fair play. Fair play.
But Brandon has to get that 6-second gap to Legend to really get this win in the bag. But it looks like he's doing quite well. He picked up 3/10 on that third corner, but he has 5 laps to get 6 seconds of a gap. To me, interesting. See if he can pull off a miracle. I think West is going to lose out that podium spot to Danestar. But pretty good racing so far. Lots of people going out on driver error mostly. I think, other than Vittin, I think he got caught up with that lap 1 incident. Russell's in the pits. That was the debris, I think, was Russell's. To see a bit of the other front line. 4 laps to go. Brandon's still in the lead. Nobody under chat from the SSR Legend. Because of those penalties, see a close gap. Ooh, Silas can't really get this gap down to Danestar, and unless he with another time penalty, he might be losing another place to Silas. Maybe else.
So interesting stuff here. So we still got so Young Screws now managed to squeeze himself in the points. I'm hearing from Sweeney's. He said he didn't have a great race in general. He said something happened at turn 1 that affected him right at the start.
That was the Mercedes.
Yeah, something to do with the Mercedes, and he says a Red Bull. My guess is Ninja.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll have to see. Ninja can be a quick driver, but also very aggressive at times. So we'll see what's happened at turn 1. But at the moment, Brandon's in control.
In 2 seconds of a gap, he needs to get in from 3 laps. He did 1 in 2 laps.
Is that the gap? What, Brandon's 6 seconds penalties? Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Actually, let me have a little. Let me have a little check. Yeah, 6. What's Legend's on 2 warnings, so he needs to keep his nose clean. Try not to get 3.
As long as he does that, he's got 3 laps to not lose 2 seconds. 3 laps to not lose 2 seconds. Westy's gonna.
3, 4, 5. He has 5. And if he was in Invictus right now, he'd be DQ'd right now. So.
Oh, don't bring that conversation up. That still hurts me to this day. That still hurts me.
Oh, he's gonna lose out lots of positions right now. He might.
And this is my point. While you've brought it up, I'm gonna say my point that Westy's currently sat in P3, yet he's gonna seriously lose out, big time.
I think he might drop down to P6.
Exactly, you know, to go from a P3 and gain these advantages, it doesn't weigh. It doesn't weigh.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's just picked up at least a warning there as well.
Let me have a little gander at that. Let's see if he is.
He looked like he went wide, but...
no warning.
Oh, he's lucked out there. See, turn 1 in Austria is always really difficult for me. I always, because the margin there is so fine on the outside, exiting turn 1.
Yeah. Even the inside, if you turn too quick.
Yeah, it's so difficult to gauge that right. At this rate, though, Brandon's not going to open up a big enough gap. He's grabbed 2 to 3 tenths, but that's all. That's not going to be good enough. He's got 2 laps to extend another 1.5 seconds. Legende might well know that. He is on. Let's have a look at his fuel. So Legende's been caning his fuel by. Well, it's gone now. He did have a yellow symbol on his fuel, so he might have gone into lean.
I think the ERS is like. Is the ERS taking a hit?
Yeah, his ERS big time. He needs to think about. He needs to think about saving it. He's
the ERS right now. 71%.
Oh yeah.
This gonna be.
Legende is risking.
Ooh, Dainstar's got yellow flickering light on his.
He does. He does. He should be okay. We're coming up to. He's just hit 2 laps, so he should be alright. I'm a bit worried about Legende. He doesn't appear to be. Oh my word! He just hit 1% on his.
Bloody hell!
ERS
I haven't actually seen it. What happens if it gets to 0%?
Well, I actually 3 seconds for midnight. Well, I know if you're in career mode, you like slow right down, don't you? You stop pretty much.
If you get in that 10%,
I'm sure the battery gives up.
The 10% threshold, when it turns dark blue, your performance goes quite far down.
Yeah, and I think if you leave it pumping, then I think your battery stops. Your car cuts out.
He's risking a lot if that's
I don't know if that's the case online, yeah. I'm sure that's what happens in career mode, because...
Yellow flicker.
Because surely you couldn't... Surely you couldn't just pump, 4... He's on overtake now. You can just pump that the whole time and be alright.
Yeah, he's gonna... 6, 5, 4, 3... Bloody hell,
he's leaving it close. So Brandon now is at 4.7 on the final lap. It's not going to happen.
Oh, it might. He's getting quite
unless Legende picks up a penalty.
He's gained about 3 tenths.
Oh, Rusland. See you later, Rusland. Rusland's gone for a spin. And that's...
trampoline between the standings right now, jumping everywhere. Between opposition right now.
Oh, we got Mercedes. Mercedes still looking at S-Boy on the final lap. He's 0.4 behind. Brandon, though, looks in control, but I think he's going to lose out so long as Legende doesn't mess up on these last couple of corners. He might jump Brandon by a second.
Brandon will cross the line P1. We won't have
congratulations, Brandon, for another solid race, but I don't know if that's going to stick. We got Legende about to cross the line.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
does
P1.
take the win. Brilliant stuff from Legende. Westy's going to cross P3, but I think Westy's going to
Dane Star will
lose
have
out.
it.
So there's Dane Star, there's C Lass.
Westy.
Midnight's about to cross. Does he have enough?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Oh, Westy. That.
Oh,
Mercedes.
Mercedes. So Midnight must have picked up a few
Yeah, he
penalties there. So Mercedes, a great save. Was that P5 for Mercedes?
Mhm.
That was
So
a good race save from Mercedes. Fair enough.
yeah, brilliant race. So
Great stuff. Overall, a solid race from most
brilliant.
of these guys. A few questionable moves from some of the guys who DNF'd. But that's something we'll look at. That's something we'll look at later on.
But driver of the day, who's your money on?
I'm gonna say Legende. He just kept clean. He's picked up his first podium in his third race from not looking too strong. So I'm going to say him. Just read these out. So we got Legende picking up his first win in CWC after I think 3 races. Started on the grid P5. Brandon, solid as always, P2. Dane Star, great drive from him, picking up P3. C-Lass P4. Mercedes, a good save from him, P5. Unlucky Westy picking up too many penalties, dropped down to P6. Midnight P7. S-Boy P8. Jorah, a pretty good save from him to get some points, P9. And Young Screw, whatever that means, is in P10 in his first race. Is that like a rapper or something? I don't know who Young Screw is.
No clue.
So well done to Young Screw. But yeah, I would vote Legende just for keeping it clean and getting through that. Yeah, who would you say?
I would give my money on Dane Star, to be honest. His strategy was brilliant. He risked going on double super softs and made it work. 11th place third, but
he did.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, he did risk that stop. Yeah, fair play.
yeah.
I might be inclined, to throw it at Dane as well. Sorry, Legende, you had a great race, but yeah, Dane did risk that stop for the inters at the end, which is always a scary thing to do, but he made it work. Maybe we'll leave it to a bit of a vote between the guys. We're split between Legende and Dane, so we'll see what the drivers think. But thank you for today's race. Thank you for joining me, Colo. It was good to do this as it should be. It's been a while. I'll see you next week for whatever the next race is, which is Britain, Silverstone, Big GB, represent. Don't let us down, Colo.
I won't.
Ideal. I'll see you guys next week, and thanks again, Colo.
Alright, see you, mate.
See you later, mate.